If we look at these two swings here now, okay, so the one on the left-hand side here is your before, and the one on the right-hand side here now is your after. Okay, now for me, both are very good in terms of setup, but the one on the left-hand side, your arms look a little bit more locked, just the fact they're a bit further from your body. Okay, the fact your arms are a little bit more into your body, just a bit more relaxed, rather sort of you call the deadlift position, where you're kind of quite tense across the back of your shoulder blades there, very sort of locked and stiff. Now because of this, on the left hand side when you go back, the club now you can sort of see they're sort of very much behind you, that'd be hitting the wall there with the wall drill we discussed there, and your left arm very, very low at this position. Okay, so the club's kind of got up to the top of the backswing here, that's as far as you go, but that left arm I would say is actually below horizontal. Okay, if we look here on the right hand side, when you were looser and able to swing more effectively, your left arm now you can see it a little bit higher. Now in fairness, your spine has risen up a smidgen, okay, but I'd rather you see you focus on getting that club working up a little bit more. Again, not trying to keep the left arm straight, just allow the torso to rotate, and by rotating your torso and hinging the wrist, the arm will kind of just set up there anyway. It's only when you sort of keep your head down and try not to move your torso, because you're trying to keep your head down as you should, as we said, you get a bit kind of left arm across your chest and a bit locked, and then you're going to just collapse your arm to meet the backswing. Okay, so with the left arm working higher here now, it's coming down more on this angle to the golf ball. As you come in, club now sort of tracking toward the golf ball, as we can see. Your club now kind of works down that blue line. Yeah. Lovely shot. Ball goes towards the screen, it's sending away 100 yards towards the flag kind of thing. On this one here now, as the club starts working in, if we look here, halfway down again, that club now is too high. So that's the angle you're swinging that golf club at to hit the golf ball up in the air. Yeah. So when you come to the golf ball here now, you then got to start trying to redirect that golf. The club now working underneath this line. You're coming back in, you miss the golf ball. Yeah. Okay, because your club's just sort of coming in here and it's going to go around there. You're having to try to get down to the golf ball that last second to adjust. And if your golf swing takes a variety of adjustments here, there and everywhere, consistency's all over the place. Yeah. If we can just get yourself set in a simplistic way to explain the golf swing, a relaxed setup so there's no tension at all, neither across your shoulder blades, your chest, your arms, your hands, or whatever, okay? You turn your torso and you just sort of swish your arms up and down. Okay, those two blend together so your torso twists and the arm kind of swish this way. Kind of the same way if I said to throw a pebble or throw a ball, you're like here, you sort of swing through, throw a ball this way. Even kicking a football, there's a swing and a pivot from your hip, there's a hinge in your knee. You wouldn't sort of go and lock everything out or keep your head down trying to kick it, okay? I think we need to be more target aware, as you would do playing. You look at the basket when you're doing it, okay, you look down here and bounce the ball like this and see where that ball is. You're looking at how far the basket is away from you, obviously to try and throw the ball, visualise that ball going in there. Same on the golf course, you look at your target, get yourself set looking at target and just feel relaxed over the ball. Any tension will just kill your golf swing massively, okay? And will take all the speed out of it. Then if you try to hit the ball faster, you'll lose balance very often because you're so locked in position, your body's not able to rotate effectively and you lose control. Okay, so all these things, again, we said unfortunately the guys before, keep your head down, keep your left arm straight, slow it down, get under the ball, bend your knees, they're all a load of rubbish. And people get told it all the time. And again, it's 5 different things. I mean, you might have been told 3 or 4 of those things anyway. You've gone away from today with a setup adjustment, just feeling a bit looser in general. And the only kind of swing thought now for that club to go back is get the arms and the hands to work up a little bit higher to set the club up here. If the club goes too far behind you, hitting the ground jack's impossible. As you saw when I put the club back there, you're like, well, whatever you try to do, you still couldn't make contact with the ground. So practice some of those swings at home, I would suggest. Even if the club is, I say, too short, doesn't matter. Okay, imagine you've got a wall there behind you. So if I sort of put a little red line in here, put a wall behind you there, that's going to roughly be, again, 2 feet away from the wall. As that club goes back and out, we're just scraping it a bit there, okay, which is when you sort of get a little bit stood up with the posture, but it's not bad. Again, I'm not going to say something, oh, it's perfect now, that's great done, but there's work to work on that, okay? Whereas this one here now, if I go back to here now, that club halfway back there is all disappeared, that's on the back of the camera, okay? So get that club working up, just practice that, just your backswing, I'll say, don't sort of swing back here, miss the one, they do a full, and doink because you'll smack them all the way through, okay? Simply set to the wall there or set away from the wall, swing back and stop. Swing back and stop. Swing back and stop, okay? Yeah. Try not to go and follow it with your eyes, then you'll start doing this kind of moving it a bit strained with your twisting. It's all got to be feel-based because you can't see the golf swing probably 3/4 of the swing. You've got to feel where it is. You can't go, oh, where's that club gone? And then watch it back to the golf ball. It's all about feel. And what feels to you, to me, to the next guy will be different, okay? Does that kind of make sense then, yeah? Yes. So we're going to get a good setup, nice and relaxed. set that club, and then Thursday, once you've got that backswing looking better, we can then start working on that through movement, trying to get away from keeping the head down, okay? A simple little exercise I'll just show you now, and I'll explain this on the video so you can have as a reminder. Put the golf club on your left foot like so. So the grip of the club's on your left foot, hand holding the club head so facing me is a mirror image, okay? So on your left foot, that's what, yeah. So feet as wide as your shoulders. Now from there, we'll take our trail hip, so your right hip here, okay, and just twist over to your front foot, okay, there you go. So you can make that move easy peasy. Again, playing basketball, you be flexible, okay. That is the move your body's going to make in the golf swing, okay. Now if you try and keep your head down while doing that, suddenly now your spine ain't going to want to move as easily, okay. So that rotation in the body, I get guys to practice this sort of twisting. Now the club doesn't have to be there after the first few goes, it just doesn't make sure your foot doesn't sort of spin out, okay. After a while, you can take the club away. I get guys say, okay, right, twice a day, you're brushing your teeth, just stand in front of the mirror doing that. Yeah. You just get used to this move. So when we come in on Thursday next week, this is a move you're kind of more familiar with making, okay? We'll be finding the ground with a better angle, and then we can put the twist in with the body. Okay, make sense?
Could you remember what time our lesson is on Thursday?
I'll email you. I think it's sometime in the afternoon from memory, but I'll remind you.
Do you have my email address?
I have, yeah. I'll get it at the end of the day, to be fair, so that's fine. Okay?